Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Degree 4th SEM English final mock test question paper along with the solutions. Hope you are all getting prepared for the impending examination. Okay, here we go. And you have 3 units, Unit 4, Unit 5 and Unit 6 for your 4th semester. I think you are all aware of your syllabus. You have your prose lessons, poetry, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, additional reading, and of course speaking and writing. Speaking may not be asked in the examination. That is for the practice. Okay, you have these three sections like pronunciation. You have consonant clusters, plural endings, and past tense endings from Unit 4, 5, and 6. And under vocabulary, you will get questions from idioms, phrasal verbs, and technical vocabulary from again Unit 4, 5, and 6. And for grammar part, you have degrees of comparison, reported speech, and voice. And apart from these, you have additional reading passages also will be asked in the examination. This is for the section A, grammar. Students, you all remember 20 marks question paper will be there. Okay, and this is your question paper. You will have 3 hours of time and your marks will be for 80 marks. So section A and B together it is 80 marks. So section A, grammar part, you have 20 marks, or the objective type, I'm sorry. You'll have 20 marks. Answer any 5 out of the following questions. 8 questions will be asked and you are supposed to answer 5 out of them. Okay, 5 objective type questions will be there with 4 bits in each question. Okay, the first one, answer as directed. Afraid. Write the phonemic transcription of the consonant cluster. You remember the consonant cluster lesson? It's given on page number 95 and the answer is fr. F and R are the letters and fr is the sound. And this is the phonemic transcription, students. All of you, you have to write it, the phonemic transcription in the brackets, these type of brackets only. And I have already made a detailed video on consonant cluster, students. Do not hesitate to go through it once. It will hardly take 10 minutes. You will understand it very clearly. I am providing the link in the description box. Okay. Then B, cost an arm and leg. Use the meaning of the given idiom in your own sentence. Again, it's given on page number 99 and the idioms are there. And what is the meaning of cost an arm and leg? It is very expensive. And the sentence, I love to buy a Tesla car, but it costs an arm and leg. That means it's very expensive. So you have to write the meaning as well as the question. Next, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Rewrite using comparative degree. It's given on page number 102, the comparative degrees. So the answer is Mount Everest is higher than any other mountain in the world. Comparative is than, higher than, ER, and than is the symbol for you students. Okay. So these are the adjectives. Okay. When page number 102, you have these questions. Then what kind of food do you like? The dash. And the clue word is little. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the adjective given in the brackets. So this is again the comparative degree, students. And what are the comparative degrees for little? You should know. And the answer is least. The superlative degree is least. And the clue is the. Whenever the is there before an adjective, it is the superlative degree. So little, less, and least. So answer is least, students. So this is the first question. And next, second question, month. Write the plural form and transcribe using phonemic symbols. Again, plural forms, plural endings are there, students, on page number 125. I made again a detailed video on plural endings. Do not hesitate to go through it. It will hardly take 10 minutes. Okay, 3 categories of plural endings are there. And it's very, very easy, students. Only with this ending, you have to decide whether it belongs to which category, first, second, or third. So here it belongs to the second category, and the plural symbol, phonemic symbol is s sound, and the other two are is and z sound, students. Go through the video without any confusion. Okay. Then B. The boy felt dash, let up, let down, let in, when none of his friends went to watch him play. Choose the correct phrasal verb. This is given on page number 127, phrasal verbs. So you have to select out of these three phrasal verbs. And the answer is let down, means feeling very low. Hassan said, I am returning to Nagpur next Saturday. Rewrite using indirect speech. So, direct and indirect speech is the student reported speech, it is called, given on page number 133. And the answer is Hassan said that he was returning. I am returning changes to he was returning to Nagpur. Next Saturday will be changed to the following Saturday. Or next Saturday also will be correct, student, but the without any doubt, you can use the following Saturday. D. Get away with. Use the given phrasal verb in your own sentence. The meaning is escape punishment. Do something wrong and you escape. That is called as get away with. Don't be tempted to cheat. You will never get away with it. This is the phrasal verb in your own sentence, or you can use any other sentence as such. Next question. Answer as directed, sweat. Write the phonemic transcription of the consonant cluster. Again, consonant cluster, students, sweat. So what is the combination of the letters or the sounds here? The combination is sw, SW. That is the cluster. Cluster means group. Bite of more than one can chew. Use the meaning of the given idiom in your own sentence. Idioms. And the answer is bite of more than one can chew means trying to do something which is very, very difficult. And the sentence, you will bite off more than you can chew if you accept another task while you haven't finished your first one. So you are trying to do something which is difficult. Then see, Suman is quicker than anyone in the group. Rewrite using superlative degree. So the moment superlative degree means the should come. So your answer is Suman is the quickest in the group. Of all the boxes in the van, the black steel one is the dash. And the clue is heavy. Fill in the blank with the correct form of the adjective given in the brackets, and your answer is heaviest. Of all the boxes in the van, the black steel one is the heaviest because it is the superlative degree. Okay, students, we will move on to the next question. Next question. Answer as directed. Search. Transcribe the past tense using phonemic symbol. So what is the past tense of search? It is searched. Though the spelling is ed, but the sound is t sound. So they are given on page number 156. You can refer to them, students. Then the next word is cycle. Write two meanings of the given words. These are the technical vocabulary. So one meaning is round and the other meaning is series. When something happens in a fixed frequency, that is in series, it is called as cycle. So you can use these words in your own sentences if the question asks. Okay, the next one, the chairman praised Sarla for her good work. Rewrite in passive voice. So the clue also was given. Hope it will be given in your examinations also, students. Was praised is the clue. So your answer will be Sarala was praised for her good work by the chairman. So this is the passive voice. So Sarala becomes the subject, chairman becomes the object here. That is how you write your voice change. Zaid was being chased by a dog. Begin the sentence with a dog. This is again a voice change, students. So Zaid becomes the object, dog becomes the subject. And your answer is a dog was a dog was chasing Zaid, because being is the present continuous tense, so you have to use the present continuous tense in the active voice. Here you changed it into passive voice in C sentence, and in D you are changing it into active voice. So next question, answer as directed, mosquito. Write the plural form and transcribe using phonemic symbol. Again plural endings. Go through the video, and this belongs to the third category, and though sometimes we write es or s, both are correct, students, but it falls under third category. So the plural ending is s sound, mosquitoes. Okay, Nishi is going through, going about, going into, a bad time in the office. Choose the correct phrasal verb. So what would be the correct phrasal verb? Going through means passing through. Then Meenu asked, where are my glasses? Rewrite using indirect speech. And the answer is, Meenu asked where her glasses were. So whenever you are changing questions into indirect speech, students, take the question word as it is. Okay, Meenu asked where my glasses will become her glasses and are becomes were, because you have to use past tense. Then run out of. Use the given phrasal verb in your own sentence. Run out of means falling short of. I have run out of words to say things about him. Means I am falling short of words to talk about him. So this is the fifth question, students. Let's move on. So next question, answer as directed. This is sixth question. Picked. Transcribe the past tense using phonemic symbol. So though the ending is ed, the pronunciation will be t, t sound. So learn all the past tense using past tense phonemic symbol, students. They are given on page number 156. Then write two meanings of the given word buffer. So what could buffer mean? Two meanings, barrier, it could be shield or safeguard, or so many meanings are there. And if you are asked to write a sentence, you can write a sentence also, students. So these are the meanings of buffer, vocabulary, technical vocabulary. Then the child will always remember the story. Rewrite in passive voice. And they have given the clue remembered. So you have to use ed form in the passive voice. So the answer will be the story will always be remembered by the child. This is the passive voice. The doctor will ask her a few questions. Begin the sentence with she. This is also voice changed to active voice. So she will be asked a few questions by the doctor. Seventh question. This is from the additional reading, students, both the questions. So you have to prepare from the additional reading also. Mention three findings about consumer behavior reported by Shabana Azimi. And there are many findings, but out of which you can write only three findings. And I have made a very detailed video on this additional readings also, students. Please go through them. The link is provided in the description box and you will get it clearly. So the three findings are the consumers who belong to openness, means their nature, the psychology is an openness. They are best at spotting the fake reviews. Amazon is full of fake reviews. So depending upon the personality type, the findings are there. This Shabana Azimi conducted a research and she writes about that. But some consumers are bad at detecting fake reviews, and then they make up their mind how to buy the things depending upon the reviews. So that is about three findings, students. You can write them. What argument is made against violent video games and how it is countered? So this is also from the additional reading. So people, when they watch violent video games, there is one argument telling that they also become violent, they also become cruel. But the author says no, they need not become cruel because they are very intelligent persons who are, some of them are very intelligent who are playing the video games. They know how to control themselves. So these are the questions from section A, students. 8 questions will be given and you are supposed to answer 5 questions. Hope you got it clear. Now let's move on to section B. Now moving on to part B. These are the essay type questions and you have to answer all the questions, means 4 with internal choice. The questions will be given with internal choice. So each question carries 15 marks and the total you get 60 marks out of part B. So ninth A. Who is Ozymandias in the poem? What do we know of the character of Ozymandias? What is Shelley's attitude towards Ozymandias and why? Okay, you remember the poem in the unit 4, the poem. And Ozymandias, he declares himself as the king of kings, and he thinks he is the most powerful king, and he thinks there is no end of him. But finally, what happens? His statue also doesn't remain in the place where it was erected. Okay, what is Shelley's attitude towards Ozymandias? Shelley, there is a kind of personal element of Shelley in this poem Ozymandias, because he thinks that nothing is permanent in this world. Everything has to um, go on. Okay, today's wealth may not be there tomorrow, today's power may not be there tomorrow, so humans should not feel very high about themselves. That is the attitude of Shelley, and I've made a video, students. You all might have, some of you might have seen it. The question and answers are also there. The examination type of questions, how to structure your answers, I've given very clearly in English and Telugu, both languages. I made the video. Please go through it. Next question, or this is a choice. Just the thought of money can bring out of the worst in people. Comment on this statement in the light of Chekhov's story, The Lottery Ticket. This is a prose unit, and how the wife and husband has a different opinions about other persons, each and other persons, and they express it very clearly in the light of winning a lottery. They imagine that if they won the lottery, what are the consequences, and how it changes. Okay, that is also very beautifully given. This video also you can find, students. I have given the playlist in the description box, so go through it. All the answers are very clearly given. Next, 10th A. What does the poem My Last Duchess say about the objectification of the women? The main theme of this poem itself is objectification of the women. Women are considered very inferior to men, and there is a patriarchy running throughout the poem. Okay, the Dutch, the person, he possesses, he thinks that his wife is a possession, not a human being, but like an object, like a chair, like a painting. She is an object, he thinks. Okay, that is the status given to women in those days, and some of them is holds good even till today. Okay, this poem also is the video is there, students, along with question and answers, so you can go through it. You'll get the answers over there. Or, why don't all houses open like that? What does the author convey through this remark? How does this line relate to the larger theme of the story? So those days, the discrimination between poor and rich existed very clearly, and very openly it was existing. So when the dollhouse was kept open for the other children to watch, the author remarks that all the houses should be open. That means there should not be any kind of discrimination between poor and the rich. This is the larger theme of the story, and that's what the author tries to express in this dollhouse. Okay, next question. Emily Dickinson represent hope in her poem. What qualities and physical attributes are given to this symbol? So what are the qualities given, students? You can also refer to the answer over there. In the last slide I have given the answer. We can go through it. What kind of comedy, the satirical or physical parody, does this narrative use? The last lesson, you remember, packing. So justify your answer with examples from the text. This answer also I have given in the last slide. You can go through it. What aspects of human nature does Chekhov show his readers through this story? Okay, Anton Chekhov's story, you might have read it now. Just now we discussed it, students. So when the money comes, human nature automatically changes. And the last question, enumerate the differences between the Bernal and the Kelvy children. So Bernals are the rich people and Kelvy are the poor family people. So how the discrimination goes on, how the rich children tease the poor children, and all the differences you have to write one by one, all the differences. So the last 12th A and B can be repeated from the unit, students. Only 3 units are there and 4 questions are prepared. So the fourth question, the 12th A and B will be a repeated question. So you can learn, you can plan your preparation, examination preparation based upon this structure, student. Now the answer for Emily Dickinson, the symbol for hope in Emily Dickinson's poem, hope is the thing with feathers is a bird. So this metaphorical representation emphasizes the idea of hope as a relentless force within the soul, a force that sings and never ceases, offering comfort and solace. So the bird never stops singing. So that is the whole symbol for hope. The poem uses a bird as a metaphor for hope. Metaphor means comparison. She notes that hope is a feeling that perches on the soul. Perches means firmly sitting. How you might have observed how the birds sit on the branches. Their claws are tightly clenched around the branches. In the same way, hope also is there on our soul. So you might have experienced today we may feel very sad and depressed, but there will be a little ray of hope which really changes our mood. So we will be hoping for the next day for the better things. So that is how she's trying to explain and is always there. Hope is not something that must be voiced to have meaning. Even though hope is compared to something that has feathers, means it may fly off. Dickinson doesn't specifically say that it's a bird. Though she takes a bird as a theme here, but indirectly she says that hope will not fly away. A bird may fly away, but the hope will not go away from our life. Next question. Packing is a funny sketch and a perfect example of Jeromy's ability to draw humor from mundane everyday situations. What all things happen in our day-to-day life, he has written in a very, very comic way. So this is a physical type of comedy. The first humorous element is that he offered to pack. George and Harris leaves the whole matter to him. Consequently, he has to do packing, though his real intention was to boss the job. The second humorous element is that George placed the butter on the chair and Harry sat on it and it stuck at his back. So like that, all the examples you have to and all the incidents which happen in the story you have to write in a sequence, students. So that is about your mock test, students. Hope it is helpful for you. Okay, thanks for watching, and if this tutorial had made sense, please do not hesitate to like, share and subscribe. If any doubts are there, do not hesitate to put them in the comment section. Okay, all the best for your examination. Let us meet up in the next video. Bye bye for now. Take care.